the tables take first. So our plan is to make sure that we memorize the tables till 15. Now let's see, where are we? 13 5 is a
65. 65.
okay, but not great. 14 3 is a
14.
42.
good but not great. 15 9 is a
130? 135.
135. So you guys are still doing calculation.
Yeah.
I don't want you to. Because this is, see, tables are nothing but a mechanism for making you do faster calculation. If you're doing calculation for finding tables, then you're not solving the purpose. Okay? So, let's revise. Let's start from 8. 8 1 ja 8, 8 2 ja 8 3 ja
24.
8 4 ja.
32.
No, you have to keep on saying. You have to keep repeating with me. If an elderly person like me can say tables, you guys don't have to be shy. Okay? So 8 1 ja 8. 8 16. 8 3 ja 24. 8 4 ja 32. 8 5 ja
40.
8 5 8 6 ja 48. 8 7 ja
56.
8 8 ja
64.
8 9 ja
72.
8 10 ja.
80.
So, and it has to come in a flow. It's like singing a song. Okay? 9 1 ja
9.
9 2 ja
18.
9 3 ja
27.
9 4 ja
36.
9 5 ja
45.
9 6 ja
54.
9 7 ja
63.
9 8 ja
72.
9 9 ja
81.
81.
9 10 ja
90.
90. So whenever you get stuck with a number, right? 9 9 ja you say 80. Okay, so 9 9 ja 81. 9 9 ja 81. 9 9 ja 81. That is what you will do for yourself. Okay, when you're doing it offline, not in the class. Okay. 42. 14 4 ja 56.
56.
14 5 ja 70.
70.
14 6 ja 84.
84.
So again repeating. So this is how you memorize table, okay? So you start from 1. 14 1 ja 14. 14 2 ja 28. 14 3 ja 42. 14 4 ja 56. You get stuck at 56 and you said 58, let's say. Oh, let me repeat. 14 1 ja 14. 14 2 ja 28. 14 3 ja 42. 14 4 ja 56. 14 5 ja
And 98.
70. 14 5 ja 70.
My fault.
No, so no fault. Repeat. 14 5 ja 70. 14 6 ja 84.
Yeah.
14 7 ja
98.
98. Yeah.
14 8 ja 112.
112.
14 9 ja 126. 14 10 ja 140. Okay.
120.
Next thing that we are going to do is basic geometry. Before I come to what you want to.
That's algebra.
So basically, once we do basic geometry, then you can probably do. Okay. So again, going back to the basic concept that I started with, right? I said that if you say that math, I know math, you can only say so for the basic maths is when you know each and every part of the statement Madonna, the perfect pop singer of America. If you break it down, break all of it, and you know each and every character, that is when you can claim that okay, I know basic maths. Bhupal, focus.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No problem.
So far we have done only numbers. So 1 and we have kind of explained, right? Now today we are going to do two things. So one is S of the sentence. Madonna, the perfect pop singer of America. There is one S. Singer S. Okay. And then we are going to do. Basically, we are going to break three things today. So this is S as in shapes of geometry, A as in area, and P as in perimeter. Okay. Now let's start with basic shapes. If you know the shapes, then only we can do A and B. Okay. So Madonna, the perfect pop singer of America, is becoming simplified now for you guys. So we have done one N before where we talk about numbers, and today we are going to do S, A and P. So S is shapes, A is area, and P is perimeter. Now let's try to find that in a simpler way. When you say shapes, you guys will have to tell me what is this. You'll have to tell me what is this. You 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 have to tell me what is this. Okay? You have to tell me what is this.
This is
Let's see if you know the shapes well. This is
number line.
a line.
Oh,
A line or a ray, whatever you call it. What is this?
Line.
This is a line segment.
Uh-huh.
There is a difference between these two. When you say line, there is no end to it. It can be extended in any direction. It's like you are throwing light from a torch, from a flashlight. You don't know how far it can go.
it continues both ways.
It can continue both ways. Okay? So this is called line, which has no end to it. So there is no way you can say I have a line which is 55 centimeter in length. No.
Uh-huh.
You're always talking about, when you're talking about a fixed length, that is when the thing line segment comes to play.
Okay.
It's a line segment. So line is indefinite thing. It can go to to as far as you want to stretch it. So when you are saying segment, that is when you are defining a size for it. Okay? No confusion between line and line segment?
No.
You need water?
More no.
You're good? Okay. So remember this. Line doesn't have a length. Line segment has a length. Okay? Segment, a piece of it. You all know what is this?
Circle.
You all know what is this?
Rectangle.
Huh?
Rectangle.
Point.
No, I'm saying a point.
Oh, point.
Yeah? Point is also very important. People say, right? What is the point? If you don't know the point,
Like a decimal.
not in terms of geometry, I would say. Decimal is a decimal, but point in terms of geometry has a different meaning.
Okay.
Okay? So you know what is the point? What is this one?
Square.
Square.
Square. Why square?
Because all sides are equal.
Huh?
All four sides have equal length.
Four sides are equal, okay? So this is, if this is something, then all are same. Yeah?
Yeah.
What is this one? And there's one more property that we need to be aware of. All sides are equal. Here also, if I draw it well, this also, all sides are equal, but this is not a square.
Okay.
Why?
Squares have each side has a 90-degree angle.
Each angles are 90 degree. Okay.
Uh-huh.
You know what is this?
Triangle.
Triangle.
And you know what is this?
Right triangle.
Huh?
Right triangle.
Right angle triangle. And you know what is this?
Angle.
Angle. Okay. So see, I'm showing all of it here right now. We'll go step by step into each of them. So we know an angle, we know a triangle, we know a right angle triangle. We say right angle triangle because one of the angle is a right angle or 90 degree.
Okay.
It's also
Okay.
nice isosceles.
Huh?
It's also nice isosceles triangle.
Okay, so we'll go to specifics of it. Okay, so I'm just talking about the basic shapes right now. We'll come to that. Okay. So isosceles triangle, when you see that has
Two equal sides.
two equal sides. Okay, and then there's one more. Okay, so let's go step by step. So we know what is a line. We know what is a line segment. We know what is a circle. We know what is a triangle. We know what is an angle. We also touched upon what is a right angle triangle. What is this?
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
This is a rectangle. Again, what is the property of this one? The opposite sides are of same length. this will be of this length. Okay, and every angle is 90 degree. Okay, so square and rectangle are similar things. Only difference being in the square all the sides are of same length. Here only the opposite sides of the same length. Otherwise this angle is 90 degree. Here the opposite sides are equal. This is equal to this. This is equal to this. It's a different thing that this is equal to this also. Okay. Now, what is this one? Here I'll give you a clue. It's a quadrilateral, meaning something which has four sides. This side, this side, this side, this side are of same length, but the angles are not 90 degrees. This is not 90 degrees. Okay. Then this is called rhombus. It's, if you imagine the shape of a kite, if you have seen a kite,
A diamond.
it's like a diamond.
Yeah.
So if you squeeze a square, that is what it becomes.
Okay.
A kite. Meaning, when you say squeeze, meaning you did not squeeze the sides, length of the sides. You just squeeze so that the angle between the sides gets distorted.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is how it was 90, but when you squeezed it, this became bigger than 90 and this became smaller than, because it gets squeezed at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is called rhombus. Okay. This is here. This is again a quadrilateral, but the only thing is one pair of sides are not equal but parallel to each other. Do you know what is parallel?
Like,
Two lines. If we say there are two lines which are parallel to each other, that means lines. I said lines. I did not say line segment. That means if you stretch it in any direction, it will never meet. Imagine like a railway track.
okay.
They are not supposed to meet. The day they start meeting, the trains will crash.
Yeah.
Okay. So the parallel lines are lines which are equidistant from each other. So let's first. So let's conclude this one first, and then we'll go into specifics. Okay. So we're going to spend 2 classes to learn basic geometry because there are a lot of things. Here there are two lines. One pair of sides are parallel to each other. These two are parallel. This is not. Okay, because if you extend this, it will probably meet somewhere here. If you extend this guy here, this direction, that direction, it will never meet. These are equidistant. So at any point time, if you see the length, the distance between these two sides, these two lines, this will be the same.
Okay.
Because if the distance decreases or increases, it will kind of meet each other somewhere. Okay. So just to do a quick recap, we just looked at what is a point, what is a line, what is a line segment, what is a triangle, what is a rectangle, what is a square, what is a rhombus, the kite, when you squeeze a square, a parallelogram. These are the things that we saw. And we also kind of got to recall what is a pair of parallel lines. So the parallel lines are like a pair of lines which never meet, which are always equidistant from each other. It's like a railway track. Like this one, if you look at my garage, if you look at this line and this line, these are parallel lines. Because if they meet, if you extend them upward or down below the earth, if they meet, there is a problem.
Okay.
Okay? Because otherwise this shutter will not go down or up. If it meets, right, it will get stuck. Okay? So you will see a lot of parallel things. See this ladder is not, these two lines are not parallel. If you imagine this being stretched further, it will meet somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah? So there is a concept now, parallel lines. Okay. So now we will look at, we just covered one S of the statement Madonna, the perfect pop singer of America,
Yeah. Shit.
as singer's S. Okay. Now that shape, let's look at A and P. Area and perimeter. What is actually an area? I'll not teach you guys any math which has no practical importance, okay? Where you cannot relate that to personal life. Okay, I'll come to you. I know you're excited, but I'll come to you. So, what is an area?
Like the
Huh.
area of a house.
Area of a house is a good statement from English point of view, but you should think of it like a mathematician. You will actually get stuck somewhere. Area. Okay. Do you have anything that you want to share? What is an area?
is like the length times the width of a straight.
That is again too much into maths. I want you guys to first relate that practically before you talk maths. Okay? Area of anything is the space that it takes on the surface. Now, if I say, look at a A4 sheet, okay, as a surface. If you want to know what is the area of certain thing on that surface, meaning how much portion of that it takes on that A4 sheet. And now you imagine your photograph, okay? You are putting your photograph on an A4 sheet, okay? Let's say a passport size photograph. You would want to know what is the area that my photograph takes on the A4 sheet. So if this is your A4 sheet, and this is the size of your photo, okay? This is your face, this is your body, okay? See how good I'm trying.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is your photo. What you're trying to figure out is this A4 sheet is this big. How much area my photo will take? That helps you figure out whether you have enough space to put this photo or not. And if you have to put more photos, let's say of your siblings, your family members, you would know how many more photos you can put here.
Yeah.
So area is nothing but space taken by any object on a surface, on a two-dimensional surface, if I can say that in mathematical terms now. When I say two dimension, this is one dimension and this is second dimension.
Okay.
Dimension, direction, whatever way you want to relate it, right? So if you would have used graphs and all, this we call in mathematical terms x-axis, we call this as y-axis.
Yeah.
So if you look at an A4 sheet against this x and y axis, so this is like a two-dimensional this thing, right? If it's an A3 sheet, A3 sheets are bigger. You know that A3 sheet takes bigger area,
Yeah.
needs a bigger space on a two dimensions thing, okay? Clear or any confusion? Now, this was just the prelude to what we are going to learn now, okay? So when I said area, or ever if I say area, you will always think of that as a surface and imagine, visualize, calculate to figure out how much space it takes on that surface, okay? So if you look at this, what do you call it?
Eraser.
Eraser, right? See, this has this is one area that you are seeing. It's on one surface. Look at from this angle. This is one area. Only this much. Okay? Look at it from this angle. This is another area. Turn this around. This is another area. Because this is two dimensions only, like a surface. One is x-axis, one is y-axis. If you look at this as an object now, where you see length, width and height, that is when it becomes three dimensions. Okay? Right now we are looking at only two dimensions, meaning one surface, one side of things. Okay? Whatever is visible to your eyes. If you visualize me now, okay? You know I'm fat backwards also, right?
Okay.
But here when you are looking at me, you're just seeing a side view of me.
Yeah.
You can, if you are very good at drawing, you can draw my picture on a A4 sheet, right? So you'll be drawing this, what you are able to see, only front side of me. If I turn around like this and then you have to draw, you will draw this part,
Shoulder.
right? So I'm just telling you that no, this is just like a face, one side of it, okay? if you rotate me like 45 degrees, then the picture you will draw part of this, right?
Right.
So here, when we are talking about area, we are talking with respect to a surface, a face or side, whatever you call it. Okay. Now let's look at this. Now we are looking at a square. Okay. This side is equal to this side is equal to this. Okay. And the angle between the sides is always 90 degree. This is what is a square. Okay. 90 degree. So this is one shape, and there is another shape. That is a rectangle. Okay. Here the quality is this side, opposite sides are equal to each other in length. So this one will be equal to this one. Opposite sides are equal. And then the angle between the sides is 90 degrees. Okay?
Sure.
So this is a rectangle. This is a square. Okay? Alright? Now, it's very easy to calculate the area of a rectangle or a square.
Okay.
Okay? Now, let's look at small thing here. This is a graph. Okay? This is x-axis. This is y-axis. Maya, you know what is x-axis and y-axis? You are clear with that? If you have any doubt, let me know. So, think of this as a two number line perpendicular to each other. Okay, x-axis is a number line. This is -1. This is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay. Similarly, this is y-axis is nothing but a number line. It starts from 0 here. This is 1. This is 2, 3, -1, -2. Likewise. Okay. Look at this piece. 1 centimeter into 1 centimeter. Okay. This is 1 unit. This is called 1 square. Not like this. You can write this as 1 centimeter square. This is 1 centimeter. 1 centimeter. This is 1 centimeter square. This is 1 unit. This is how you can visualize this for now. But when you have to do a mathematical calculation, area of anything, any rectangle, any rectangular shape, which is a 4-dimensional shape, okay, where the sides are perpendicular to each other, is called length into width. So if this is length, if this is width, so you will say L into W is area. Okay. So if this, let's say this was 5 centimeter, okay, and this is 10 centimeter, this becomes, this is centimeter. This is always a unit, right? For measuring the length or measuring volume, measuring weight, whatever, right? So this becomes 5 centimeter into 10 centimeter. So you will multiply number with a number. This becomes 50, and centimeter into centimeter. What is this one? Centimeter square.
Okay.
You always multiply similar things. You will never multiply mango with a banana. Let's say you have 5 mangoes and you have 10 bananas. You will not say I have 5 into 10, 50 mango or banana or mango banana. Mango banana is nothing, there is nothing called mango banana.
Yeah.
It's either mango or it's either banana, right? So same thing applies for maths also. You always multiply similar things. If this is 5 centimeter and this is, let's say, 10 meter, you will not multiply this. You will first convert this into one common unit. Okay? Yeah? So here you will multiply the numbers with numbers, unit with unit. That is what this thing is. So now, I am not doing the calculation here right now. I want you guys to know the concept first. So area of a rectangle is length into width. Now if you look at a square, this guy is not a stepchild.
Yeah.
He's also from the same family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is length, if this is width, here in case of square, what happens? Length is equal to width. Right? All sides are same.
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Yeah.
With me? Sure? Okay. So in case of a square is also very much like a rectangle only. Opposite sides are same and it's 90 degree. So this guy can also be called a square, a rectangle from calculation purposes. Okay. So if I know rectangle's area is length into width, I will say okay, square's area is also length into width. This guy is also a type of a rectangle actually. But actually here length into width. But the beauty of this is width is also equal to length in case of square. So I will say length into length. So that is how it becomes length is square. Are you getting me?
Yes, sir.
Now, only caution that you guys need to apply is make sure when you are given a, see, now if, let's say, so today we will do rectangle and square and right angle triangle, okay? Area, perimeter, and then we'll stop, and then in tomorrow's class we'll do other shapes, okay?
Okay.
So be it circle, be it rhombus, be it parallelogram, we'll find it out. Okay? So now let's look at, so this is a square, this is a rectangle. Okay? I'm calling this a square, this I'm calling it a rectangle. So this is length, this is length, this is length, this is width. So area of a square, is length squared, or area of a rectangle is length into width. So far, so good? Are you guys with me? Now, the only caution that you need to apply always while doing area calculation is be careful with the unit, the number in the unit. If let's say a question comes, length of the rectangle is 25 centimeter and width is 20 meter. Look at the unit very, very carefully. If both are same, you are safe. If both are not same, you have to stop. Do that calculation before you move forward. Okay? That means, see, measurement is next thing, another thing. In M stands for measurements, okay? For the statement, Madonna the perfect pop singer of America, okay? M stands for measurement. That we have not started yet. I thought I'll just start with geometry, then we'll go to measurement, okay? But I'm assuming that you guys know what 1 meter equals to in terms of centimeter. Do you guys know that? 1 meter equal to 100 centimeter? Or 1 meter equal to 1000 millimeter? Or let's say, I'm just trying to, so are you aware of what is a meter, centimeter, decimeter, hectometer, right? We don't use distance in kilometers, we do miles here, right?
Yeah.
But there's other measurement unit where we use meter, kilometer, kilogram, grams. Here we use pounds, right? Ounce and all, right? So we'll go to that measurement part in the following week, okay? Just to do a quick recap of relating things. All right. So but here for now, only word of caution is if you get a sum where you have to derive the area, you are given the length and width, make sure that the unit, okay? See, 2 steps, I walk 2 steps every day versus I walk 2 miles every day. There's a huge difference, right? That step versus mile tells you how big that unit is, right?
Yeah.
You might say I walk 200 steps every day, and I will say I just walk 1 mile every day, but I'm still walking more than you. because of the unit used.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
Let's say it's like we running for 10 minutes versus a plane flying for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Who covers more distance?
Plane.
Yeah, because that moves faster.
Mm.
The unit at which it runs is much more, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you have to be careful about. Okay.
Okay.
So when you're doing the calculation, just you know that area of a square is length is square, area of a rectangle is length into width, and you know it's relatable, right? Because a square is also like a rectangle. Rectangle's area is length into width. Here, in case of a square, length and width are same. So that's why I multiplied length with length instead of doing length with width. Okay. Otherwise, shape-wise, behavior-wise, everything is the same. It's similar to rectangle, right? Nothing different. The sides are different length. That's all. Now, let's say I have a rectangle, or I have a square, whatever it is. What I did, let's say I call it ABCD. ABCD are 4 different points on the corners of this shape. Okay. Okay. What I am trying to do is I just join this line with this. These 2 corners I join.
Mm.
Or I can choose to join this corner with this corner. Okay. Or I join this corner with this corner for a square, or this corner with this corner for this.
Okay.
I know for rectangle this is my length. Let's say, okay, I will call this as length, and this is my width. Okay, this is my length. This is my length. Anything. Right? Now, so what I have done is I have taken a rectangle or a square, and I just joined the 2 opposite corners of that shape. Okay, so let's look at it this way. What did I do? So you have to visualize something. This was my original shape. Okay.
Yeah.
What did I do? I just joined the opposite corners. If you have made aeroplanes in your childhood days when you were much smaller, imagine this, like it's like you have folded that piece of paper which was like a rectangle into 2 halves. Did you not? If you just join these 2 corners, okay, and fold it along this line. Are you guys with me so far?
Yeah.
What did I do? I took a rectangle, I joined these 2 corners, opposite corners, okay, so, and folded this along this line.
Okay.
What did I do? Actually, I cut this into half. Did I cut this rectangle into half by drawing this line?
Yeah.
Did I?
No.
Or did I not? I did. I actually did. See, now look at this shape and this shape are actually same. It's just inverted.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, it's not looking like a mirror image, but this is just inverted.
Okay.
So there's one, right, there's one triangle here, there's one triangle here. Meaning, when I join the opposite corners of a rectangle, I actually created 2 triangles. This is one triangle and this is one triangle. Both are equal, exactly equal. Okay? Because of the symmetry of this shape. Okay? So now forget about this part of the rectangle. Okay? Now you have a triangle actually, which is half of the size of the rectangle. Okay? And this is actually a right angle triangle. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Because this is because rectangle, all the corners are 90 degree.
Mm.
So this is 90 degree. When I cut it into half, this is right 90 degree. So this is what is the area of this guy? The area of my rectangle was length into width. I just cut it into half. So this guy is going to take half the space of what a rectangle will take.
Yeah.
So that is why area of a right angle triangle is always half into length into width.
Yeah. Okay.
I just help you guys derive that formula. As a regular teacher, I can say, okay, area of a rectangle is length into width, area of a square is length is square, and area of a right angle triangle is half into length to width.
Okay.
But that is not correct. I'm just explaining you guys how it is relatable. How area of a rectangle is length into width, and how that makes area of a square as length square, because a square is also another type of rectangle. You use the same formula, so you're only remembering one formula, length into width, and that is helping you figure out area of a square, and that is also helping you find out the area of a right angle triangle.
Okay.
No, I mean, I want to hear a confident yes before I can proceed.
Yes.
No, I mean, again, just think about it. See, there's nothing wrong if I take 2 minutes extra to understand something. But it is a crime if I say I understood and I did not. So if I'm explaining something, I might not be explaining it in the best possible way. You say, sir, I did not understand. That's okay. I will improvise. I'll make a better attempt. But don't think that you have to always say yes. That's not the right way. Okay? So now, again, go back in history. We started with the fact that area of any shape is the space that it takes on a surface.
Yeah.
On a two-dimensional scale, or on a A4 sheet, whatever way you want to relate it, right? So we found out the area of a rectangle, or let's say we memorized that area of a rectangle is length into width, and we know that rectangle is nothing but a shape where the opposite, it's a quadrilateral, meaning it has 4 sides, okay? And don't play with that distracts, don't do that, okay? So the opposite sides are equal in length, that's a rectangle, and the angle at which the lines meet each other is 90 degrees, okay? So area of a rectangle is length into width. Now we found that if I join the opposite sides, opposite corners of a rectangle, I'm actually cutting it into half. This was my earlier rectangle. I just joined the opposite corners. Now you see, with your naked eyes, you can see that this area, meaning if I look at the area of this triangle, this and this is actually the same. Just by joining the opposite corners with a straight line, I broke it into half. So that is why area of a right angle triangle is half into length to width. This is a formula. Now if somebody gives you length is this much, width is this much, you just look at the unit. The units are same, you just multiply and use the formula, that's it. Done.
Yeah.
I want to see more confident faces, more confident responses, to be more confident myself as a teacher, but yes. Okay, but whatever we are learning today, if you have any doubt, you will watch this video offline, and if there's something that you're not able to recall, something that you're not able to relate, something that you still are getting confused with, feel free to ask me, okay? Okay, so we just found out area of a rectangle, area of a square, and area of a right angle triangle. Okay. Now, so area is nothing but the space that it takes on a surface, on a side, on a A4 sheet, whatever you call it. Okay. So, if somebody says, what is the area of this garage? You're only talking about this surface, meaning this thing, right? If you can draw a line, this is the area that it takes.
Yeah.
And that helps you determine how many cars you can park here. Okay? Because you know one car will take a certain space, so you will be able to figure it out. If the area of this garage was so much, let's say multiply this by 3 times, that means it has more space, I can put more cars.
Yeah.
So there's another thing that we'll learn in subsequent classes that is called volume. But volume is a different thing. That's where the 3 dimension comes into play. Okay?
Yeah.
So we talked about area of square, rectangle and a right angle triangle. Now let's look at perimeter. What is perimeter?
What's the outside of a shape?
Okay. Now let's say you have a string. Okay. Rakhi just went by, right?
Yeah.
Few months ago. If you have to put a Rakhi on my wrist, what is that you would need to know? How big the string has to be?
How big your wrist is?
How broad or big my wrist is, right? And that is nothing but the outer side of it.
Yeah.
You certainly don't want to do arm wrestling with me, right? You're just trying to figure out how broad it is, right? So, if you, I'm not asking you guys to do this, but I'm saying if you imagine that you cut my wrist with a big knife,
Yeah. Bro.
how will it look like? I mean, let's say you just cut into 2 pieces. You're not doing it. Trust me, never ever dare to do that. I'm saying you are visualizing that my hand is cut into 2 pieces here, where you have to put the Rakhi.
Yeah.
And this is where the Rakhi, okay, this is the flower of the Rakhi was to be put, okay. This is how my wrist will look like, okay. So what actually you are doing when you, let's say somebody goes for buying a Rakhi for her brother and she knows how big or small the brother is. What she's doing actually is she's trying to find out the perimeter of his wrist. This is called perimeter. She is visualizing how thick my brother's wrist is, and then accordingly she is finding out this length of the string that will be big enough to tie the Rakhi.
Okay.
So now look at perimeter. Let's say you have a yard. Okay. Let's say this is the land. You have your house here, and this is your backyard. This is your front yard. Okay. Somebody says, I want to barricade it. When you're barricading it, what you're trying to figure out is what is the length of this wire or something that I need to cover this. So perimeter is nothing but the wire needed for barricading a shape.
Yeah.
Okay, or putting a Rakhi there. Let's imagine somebody's brother has a rectangular wrist.
Oh.
Okay, so this is the length of the Rakhi or the wire for covering it actually. So if I'm talking about a circle, perimeter is the length of this whole wire. If I'm talking about a rectangle, I'm talking about the length of this side, this side, this side and this side. Okay. If I'm talking about a square, I'm talking about the length, this and this.
Yeah.
If I'm talking about a pentagon, I'm talking about addition of this plus this plus this plus this plus this. Perimeter is much simpler actually. Okay. You're just counting the sides, the length of the entire, all the sides to cover it. That's your perimeter. Okay. So now if somebody says, okay, find out the perimeter of a square, what will be the perimeter of a square? This plus this plus this plus this. In case of a square, everything is L. So it's 4 times L. That is the perimeter.
Yeah.
Everything is L here, length. All are same size. That's a square. 4 times the side. That's the perimeter of a square. Somebody says, what is the perimeter of a rectangle? You know that this is your length, this is your width. You have to add this one, length plus width plus length plus width. So you are adding length 2 times and you are adding width 2 times. So this is 2L plus 2W. So this is 2 times length plus width. That's the perimeter.
Yeah, okay.
So here I'm not wanting you guys to memorize the formula. I'm wanting you to visualize the concept.
Okay.
If somebody says, okay, find out the perimeter of a hexagon. Okay, hexagon is like this, which has 6 sides. Okay, every side has the same length. So if you know what is a hexagon, you know that it has 6 sides, and it's saying that all the sides are of same length also. So then you know that, okay, I have to just add all the sides. That is what will give me the perimeter, right? So this will be 6 into L. So you have to always just think what is that you have been asked to answer, and then you will be able to figure out. Okay. So whatever we have learned today, I would suggest you guys to watch this video offline, okay, and see if there's something that got you some explanation or got you confused.
Okay.
If you got confused with something, ask me again. I'm here. Okay. If it helped you recap or kind of brush up the concepts again, you're done.
Yeah.
Then you'll practice. Okay. So this brings us to the end of this class for the first part of the geometry, where we learned about the line segment, the lines, we learned about the angles, we learned about the triangles, we learned about the squares, rectangles, parallelogram, rhombus, circle, right angle triangle, isosceles triangle. We learned about the basic shapes, and then we just started with the area, finding the area for rectangle, area and perimeter for rectangle, square, and right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, we have not found out the perimeter. It's very easy. You know that right angle triangle is nothing but a division of a
Side.
rectangle into 2 pieces. So this is length, this is width. Okay, and this. We don't know what is the length of this guy. Okay. So perimeter is always length plus width. Basically all the sides together. You have to add all the sides. So length plus width plus whatever is this, we have to add this. I will teach you guys how to derive this, and then I'll tell. So basically perimeter is nothing but you add all the sides. That's what it is. Okay. Here we don't know what is the value of this one. We'll have to derive that. I'll teach you guys how to do it in the subsequent classes. Okay. You are good to go. I have to help you with some assignment concepts. So you are good, but when you get time, I would want you also to watch this video and make sure that you go through all the concepts that we have learned today and do some maths. If you have any question, let me know. Bhupal, same thing applies for you also, because you have to also just brush up the concepts and see if you are able to do it by yourself. If there's anything that you're getting stuck with, let me know. Okay?
Okay.
See, you can go wrong with a particular math. One math you can understand, do wrong, make mistakes. You cannot go wrong with the concept.
Yeah.
So concept is something that has to be with you. See, when I'm teaching you guys, I don't remember anything, right? I only remember the concept. And I always relate that concept with real life thing, okay? What I know and where do I use it? Where do I see rectangle? Where do I see ellipse? Where do I see circle? If I relate it, then it's bad. Now tell me what help you need.
Can you tell me your number 6?
Number 6.
I
What is
suppose.
solve each equation? Number 6 is -4 plus. Okay.
There's like 2 different signs.
Okay. So it says just read it for me.
Oh, okay. Number 6. -14 plus v equals -4.
-4.
Yeah.
This is simple.
Yeah. Is it that plus? So we just put the -14 to the other side. I don't know
See,
that.
this is what I
Twist
tell.
it.
Yeah, I tell you guys, right? This is like a wall for me. If somebody has to cross the wall, the US Mexico wall.
Yeah.
If somebody wants to go from US to Mexico or from Mexico to US, they have to jump this wall, right? So, and there are some certain protocols or rules for jumping the wall. This equal to sign is nothing but a wall.
Yeah.
Very strict wall. You cannot defeat or change the rules. The rules are set.
Okay.
Okay. Now this is plus v equal to -14 plus v equal to minus 4. So what you want is, you want to know what is v. So you will keep v on one side of the wall. Everything else you want to go away,
Yeah.
right? This is like v is wanting some personal space for itself,
Yeah.
okay? So v remains here. Now you want to get rid of this guy from this side. So you want him to cross the wall.
Yeah. Plus 14.
It goes here. So when you cross the wall, plus becomes minus, minus becomes plus.
Yeah.
So this minus 4 remains as is, because this guy is still in his own country, his own territory.
Yeah.
Only this guy is coming to join him. So this comes here as 14 and this is minus, so this becomes plus.
But can I use this as a base?
Yeah, why not? Now do you know what will the value of v?
V. It's just plus.
What will be the value? Tell me. You see?
Oh, okay. Minus 14 plus 14. Is it 10?
Be confident.
10.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have, see, now you look at it this way, okay? That this is the cash you have. And when you say minus, you gave it to somebody.
Yeah.
Okay? So you had 14, you gave somebody 4. You're left with 10. You left with 10, meaning you have positive 10. Okay?
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah, sure.
Now, tell me where you have the other next question that you want to look at.
Okay, alright. That was like that's not like the only one. Oh, this one. 18. 21 equals 2 plus n.
So, read it for me.
21 equals 2 plus n.
Plus
N.
plus n.
Yeah.
Plus this one.
Yeah. 21 equals.
2 plus n.
Oh, equals 2 plus n.
Okay?
Yeah.
I want you to solve this for me. Come over. You will get featured in my YouTube channel today. Come solve this. And Bhupal, again, remember this. It's okay to make mistakes.
Okay.
If you go wrong, it's not a crime. Do it.
21 equals 2. Minus.
No, don't do that. Do it like a story. Okay? You are telling a story to somebody. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
So you are telling, let's say it's like a story. 21 equals to 2 plus n. Okay?
Yeah.
You're saying, okay, I want only n to be only the only thing to be on the side of the equals to. Meaning, I want only n to remain here.
Yeah.
Okay? Or plus n, whatever you call it. Okay? So that means this guy has to disappear. He's kicking this guy out,
Okay.
saying that go away. So in the next step, it happens in the next step. So n remains here. This guy 2 comes from here to here. It comes to other side of equal to. Meaning, so this was plus.
Okay, so the equal and plus goes here, right? You removed it from here to here.
So basically, so this is, or let me write it like this for you. So this is the equation, right? So you can always write this as 2 plus n equal to 21. Fine?
Okay.
Fine?
Yeah, that's fine.
What you want to do is, you want n to be alone.
Yeah.
N wants a personal space. N doesn't want to share anything with
2.
anybody else
Yeah.
on this side of equal to. This is n's room.
Okay.
N says, go away from my room.
Hmm.
So, kicked 2 out of, asked him jump the wall.
Okay.
This guy jumped. If there is no sign, that means there is a plus.
Okay.
Okay? You can always write n 2 plus n same as n plus 2 also, right?
Yeah, okay.
So, that is where you are using your brain. You are not writing everything on the page, but paper, but you are still using it. So basically this plus 2, that there is a plus 2. So this guy has been asked to jump the wall. So this guy comes here and then plus becomes minus actually.
Okay.
So now you know.
Yeah, no, okay. 21 minus 2.
Yeah.
14.
So basically, when you are doing maths or equation, right? It is like you're telling a story step by step. Okay? It's like I woke up in the morning.
Oh, I put negative 19. I put negative 19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it will not be negative 90. See, you can always jumble this up. Let's say if somebody gives you this equation, okay? Let's say I'm just making it up. X plus y equal to 33, okay? This is just an equation. You can always write this as 33 equal to x plus y.
Okay.
You can choose. It's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
My name is Birendra Kumar, or Birendra Kumar is my name. Both are the same statement.
Yeah.
Yeah? So that's what you're doing. You're just saying that, boss, I will write this first.
Okay.
Ultimately, it's equal to sign. Whether I am seeing Niagara Falls from US side, or I'm going to Canada and then I'm seeing Niagara Falls, it's the same Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing here.
Okay, I get it. Yeah.
So this one is also done.
Yeah.
Now tell me which equation you want to solve, and this time you will solve it. I want you to just do it and enjoy it.
Minus 15.
Do it. I am your student now.
Minus 15. Okay. Negative 10 plus 15.
Equals what?
25.
No.
Wait, is it 10?
No.
I need a calculator.
No, you don't need a calculator.
Negative
Calculate it.
10 plus 15.
See, you have to always think. See, I always keep on telling you guys that think of math as a real life problem. 15 is what you have earned. Okay.
Yeah.
10 is something that you have to give to somebody.
5.
So look at this. That is why the sign, the units, these are very, very important. Okay.
Okay.
Math is easy. You have to just be a little careful.
I put 5. He said it's wrong.
This is wrong. I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
Oh.
See, math is nothing but a story. I keep telling you guys. Okay. So you have to do that storytelling.
Okay.
So, what will the equation read for me? Minus 15.
Minus 15 equals k minus 10.
K minus 10. Okay.
Yeah.
You are telling a story now. So I can always write this as k minus 10 equal to minus 15. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Birendra Kumar is my name versus my name is Birendra Kumar.
Yeah, same thing. It's
Same
just
thing?
reversed.
Now I am trying to figure out what is value of k. I want to see an equation which tells me k equal to something.
Yeah.
That is the answer I'm looking for.
Yeah, okay.
So k is saying, boss, if somebody wants to know about me, I want to be alone on one side of equal to.
Yeah, okay.
So k says I want to be alone on one side of equal to. So minus 15 is on one side of equal to already. This guy has to be kicked out. So 10 has to be sent to other side of the equal to.
Yeah.
This guy was how much? Minus 10.
Yeah.
What happens?
Minus 15 plus 10.
So this is your loan. This is the money that you have borrowed, and this is the money that you earned. So you had, let's say, a debt of minus 15.
Yeah.
You earned 10. So you still have a debt of,
Negative 5.
yeah.
Also,
Now you know what
Yeah.
what the answer is.
I put 5, but I think that's my problem. I don't put negatives.
Yeah. So you have to you have to always look at this as a story. Okay?
Yeah,
When
okay.
you're doing the equation, right? When you're solving the equation, it's like you're teaching me. See, this is what I'm doing. Okay. Let me read this like a story for you. Minus 15 equal to k minus 10. That means k minus 10 is equals to minus 15. I'm just repeating myself. Okay.
Okay.
That means if I keep k on one side and make minus 10 go to other side of equal to, then k becomes k equals to minus 15, minus 10 becomes plus 10. So minus 15 plus 10. Then I know how to calculate.
Yeah, okay, I get it now.
Hmm?
Yeah, I got it all right. I just forgot to put negatives.
No, and see, this is something, you have to practice, okay?
Yes, sir.
These concepts are very easy. Trust me,
Yeah.
math is the easiest subject. I have studied math 35 years ago. I still remember it because I read this like a story.
Okay.
We don't forget stories, right?
Yeah. I get
That's
it.
what you have to